Good morning, sweet friends. It's Gigi. Come on in. Let's do a little cooking this morning. A little cooking and a little talking. And y'all, the Christmas holidays are finally past. And I had a wonderful Christmas season. And the Christmas decorations are all packed away. And we're getting ready for the new year. And I've got my ham bone and my ham ready. Well, it's not cooked, but I've got it, and I've got my collards, my black-eyed peas. That's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, getting ready for the New Year's traditional meal. But this morning, I'm going to make some homemade pancakes because that's just what I'm in the mood for, and that's what I want. So that's what I'm going to be doing with you this morning. I've missed you guys. I've tried to post a little something each and every day and let you know that I was thinking about you, but y'all know how busy, crazy the holidays can get, and you've got so many places to go, and you've got a lot of cooking, a lot of baking, and a lot of traveling to do, and a lot of company coming in. So I've just been extremely busy, but I've missed being in my kitchen with you guys. So I'm here this morning, and we're gonna make some pancakes, okay? All right. Now, what I'm doing a little bit different this morning is I'm actually going to be cooking right here with you instead of over at the stove, because you can't see it, but I'll pull it over here in just a minute, is I've got my griddle over here. So I'm going to be cooking right here with you on my griddle, okay? So we're going to start with 1.5 cups. I've already, for the sake of time, did my measurements. I've got 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, okay? And we're just doing the dry ingredients right now. And I've got, let me make sure, because what I'm doing is I'm cutting my recipe in half because I don't really need a full recipe. But I'm doing, I've got 1/8 of a cup of granulated sugar. I've got 3/4 of a tablespoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt already in here, okay? So that's our dry ingredients. Let me grab a whisk. Sorry guys, I'm looking for something specific. Oh well, must be in the dishwasher. Okay, so we've got our dry ingredients. That was 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/8 of a cup of sugar, 3/4 of a tablespoon of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. Okay, so we're gonna set our dry ingredients over to the side. And then to our wet ingredients, we're gonna do 2 large eggs. Gonna give them a little whisk just so that they're easy to mix up in our batter. Okay, and then we're gonna add 1 1/8 of a cup of buttermilk. I'm gonna make sure, yeah. 1 1/8 of a cup of buttermilk. Let's make sure we get all that buttermilk out of there. Okay, I'm going to just use this same cup because I'm going to be also doing some whole milk. I'm going to be doing 1/2 a cup of, I don't know why I shook my whole milk like I did my buttermilk. Okay, so we're going to do 1/2 a cup of whole milk. Have to look really good because I don't have my glasses on. Okay, so we've got half a cup of whole milk. And then, let me grab my butter that I melted. Let's give that a stir, make sure I got everything. My buttermilk, my eggs, my whole milk, and 1/8 of a cup of melted butter. I melted this a while ago. You just want to make sure that all the butter gets mixed in with the cream. Okay, and then to this, let me go ahead and start my griddle. I'm gonna be doing it on about a medium to medium high heat, okay? Not used to cooking right here in the front right here. I thought I had everything that I needed. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our dry ingredients. And what you don't wanna do is you wanna whisk all of this together, but then when you put your dry ingredients in, you want to gently mix those in, because the key to light and fluffy pancakes is not over mixing your batter, okay? So we wanna be real gentle and careful with our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients. Okay, let's gently mix that in. I mean, I know a lot of times people just mix and mix and mix, trying to get it all smooth and all, but listen, those lumps that are in there are okay. You just want to get it gently mixed in and not to overmix and overwork your batter. It should be a thick consistency, but it's still a little loose. If it looks like lumpy, that's okay. That's perfectly okay. Just so you've got it all mixed and combined. Just not overworking it, like going to town, whisking it or you know, blending it or whatever. Okay. Okay. I think that is mixed well enough. Let's put a little butter on her. I'm gonna slide the griddle over here for you. Let me just go ahead and make sure that it's sizzling. So let's just move some of our stuff out of the way. Pull it over here so that we can see it together. And what did I do with my little knife? Huh. Well, did I just cover it up? I did. I'm like, I know I just had my butter. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. Let's put some more butter all over our griddle now that we know that it's hot enough. The griddle just allows me to cook, you know, several pancakes at one time, so. Okay, we just want to watch it until we see those air bubbles begin to form. And while that is cooking up, I will go ahead and put my milk back in the fridge. Are you guys going to be making the traditional New Year's meal? Now, I don't believe one bit for the, you're going to get rich with greens, cash if you eat turnips and coins for black eyed peas and all that. But I just love the tradition of it. Grew up on it. My kids grew up on it. My grandchildren are growing up on it. So it's just a tradition. No truth to that whatsoever. If any of us prosper in any kind of way, it'll be by the good graces of God. So all good and perfect gifts come from Him. So I know He'll provide every need that we have. So I'm not in the least bit worried about that. So turn it back up. I turned it down just a little bit because I didn't want them to cook too fast, but I think I may have turned it down a little too much, so turned it back up a little bit. Listen, I will wait till these start bubbling and getting golden around the edges, and then when I'm ready to flip them, I'll come right back with you, okay? Okay, y'all, I think these are starting to get some air pockets and some bubbles. So let's see if they're ready to give them a, oh yeah, perfectly golden brown. Let's give this one a flip. Perfect. Perfect. We'll let those cook up on those sides. Get golden brown on the other side. It's about 1.5 to 2 minutes on each side. Okay, and then I'll be right back and we'll make some more. Okay, let's get golden brown. Let's go on. Make another one. I'm using a 1/2 cup scooper, not quite filling it all the way. If you're wondering like about what size pancakes that I'm getting, I'm using a 1/2 cup measuring cup, not filling it all the way. Just giving you the perfect size of pancakes. Okay, all right. I'll let these cook for 1.5 minutes. Give them a flip. We'll come back. Well, while I am waiting on these to finish on that side and go on to the next batch, let me just say to all of my new followers, welcome to my page. I'm Gigi, and I've noticed over the holidays that I've gotten, I see that, I've gotten some new followers, and if I've been MIA, missing in action a little bit, it's just been because of the holidays. I do try to cook something with you at least 4 or 5 days a week. And but I would like to welcome you to my page and tell you just how grateful I am that you decided to come over at the request of another content creator or through a reel or however you found out about my page. I'm so grateful that you're here. And I hope that you'll enjoy it. I love interacting. Sometimes I'll go live so that I can actually interact with my followers. But as I always say, I don't ever want to take my followers for granted, because without followers, you really don't have a page. So thank you for being here. I'm Gigi. I'm a grandmother. I'm a wife, a mother, and a grandmother. I'm 58, and I'm from the state of Georgia. So just a little introductory if you're new to my page. But I am glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. Okay, those are nice and golden. I'm gonna see. Oh yeah, that was real nice and golden. I'm going to see for the sake of time if I can't get 3. And I'm pretty sure I can. Let's go ahead and put 3 down. For the sake of not keeping you too long. Oh yeah, perfect. And like I said, I'm using a half a cup scoop, half a cup measuring cup. Scooping it out, not filling it quite to the top. It works out perfect for the size that I'm looking for. But guys, I'll let these get golden on the other side. I'll flip them, and may have enough for one more batch. And it is Monday, so I'm sure me and my husband will be going out and running a few errands today. That's what we usually do on Mondays. But he's out piddling in his shop, and I'll call him in and tell him his pancakes are ready. But I will come back when these are ready to be flipped. We'll do our last batch together, and then I'll give them a taste test. Okay, these are nice and golden brown on both sides. I think we've got enough for one more. I think what I'm going to do with this one, I got that one a little bit bigger, so I think I'm going to put it on the bottom to keep this stack level. All right, let's do our last. Let me grab my spatula so I can get every bit of that out. May not have enough for one more. Yeah, one more pancake and so y'all could see how much this, I halved my recipe so y'all can see how many pancakes you can get just out of halving your recipe if it's just, you know, just cooking for you and your husband. Anyhow, I'll let these brown up. Guys, these are our last 2, and we're just waiting on them to finish cooking on the other side. Like I said, 1.5 to 2 minutes, and I've got my griddle on medium to medium-high heat, okay? And I think they're going to be delicious, guys. Matter of fact, I know that they are because I love some pancakes. And listen, there's nothing wrong with buying the pancake mix at the store. That's what you've got, quick and easy. But most of the time, if you're out of pancake mix, you've got every ingredient that I used on hand. Your flour, your sugar, your baking powder, your salt, eggs, milk. These are just basic ingredients, staples that we keep around the house at all times. Easy to just whip up a homemade batch of pancakes. That simple. Just about 30 more seconds, guys, and we'll be able to give these a taste test together and have us some breakfast. So, let me let these finish up. I'll come right back. We'll sample these together. Guys, look at here. That steam's still coming off of them. Is that not a beautiful stack? Now, let's give it a couple of little pats of butter on the top. And I have warmed us up a little bit of maple syrup in the microwave, in a microwave safe glass. Oh yeah, that butter's gonna slide. That butter's gonna slide right off there, guys. Check it out. Oh yeah. Ain't that a beautiful sight? Except for we want you to stay up there because you look prettier up on the top. Okay, all right. Look here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm excited. I am excited to try this with y'all. Make sure y'all can see. Okay, here it goes. Lord, thank you for providing this delicious meal. It's gonna be a mighty big bite. Might not be too ladylike on the camera, so y'all look at those, light and fluffy. Oh my. I've been drinking on my iced coffee in between flipping pancakes. Yeah. Look at those layers of absolute deliciousness. Well, I better go call my husband in before I eat this whole stack by myself. Thank y'all so much for hanging with me this morning and keeping me company while I made myself some breakfast. Y'all go make you some pancakes and enjoy yourself a stack of pancakes this morning. Okay, I'm gonna go. Listen, I'm gonna be back real soon because we're gonna do some collards and some black-eyed peas, and I'm probably not gonna cook my cornbread with y'all because I've got a video, probably several videos of me making cornbread. But I'm gonna do, I got my ham bone. I'll do some black-eyed peas and some collards with you. So I'll be back real soon and we'll cook up some good country victuals together. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you again for being here with me. If I can encourage you to go be the hands and feet of Jesus and his mouthpiece and share his love and kindness with somebody today. Bye, guys.